Hi everyone. In this new video I want to show you the review on this one. Ninebot ES2 or ES4. The non-pluggable edition. I know that suddenly you don't see that it is very night. But I'm taking advantage of a moment while I made a little turn there and makes a small review. So I'm going to comment a little on my experience. I'm going to tell you a little about this skateboard, more or less the characteristics it has, and so for you to get the idea. Well, without further ado I begin. First of all, the scooter has a very minimalist design. As you can see, nothing otherworld? That is, this design. It is one of the most unique ones at the moment since, as we see, it has nothing but no cables. There is only one small cable that is the motor cable, which is the one that connects to the vehicle's engine. The rest has nothing else. Well, there as you can see. It's minimalist. And then, I'm going to comment a little. What this scooter has has. Brake. This is an engine brake. It has its power button. But if we play just once, the light turns on or off. And if we touch twice, we change the speed mode. There as you can see. In this case, it came with a bell. And it comes with its accelerator, as you can see. It doesn't work because at that moment the skateboard is still, but so that the accelerator can work, I have to give it one boost so that it can start to accelerate. In this case, it comes with an external battery and an internal battery. In addition, its motor is 300 W and therefore has very good strength. Well, if you have your apartment, it is a quite unique apartment. Your little one is coming. Stop. The guard also acts as a brake, as you can see. And then from there is nothing more to explain. There in that part now the tires are solid. They are not made of tires as you can see. They are already quite worn out, since I have been using it quite a bit. Now, many are going to wonder, how has it been for me in autonomy? According to what the manufacturer explains, either one of those that were rented, or whether they are suddenly a personal. Without the external battery, it gives up to 20 kilometers of autonomy, and with the external battery it gives up to 45 kilometers of autonomy. I tell you that my experience giving it average use, since I always usually hit it in the mode S, that S white that appears there. Almost all the time it has given me up to 30 kilometers of autonomy. Not bad for a skateboard, and it's not bad, well, where I live, since it has approximately 4 kilometers squared there. And well, depending on the turns and all that on that, several kilometers are summarized. But nevertheless for an errand, for a little outing, or whatever, that skateboard fulfills it without any problem. So don't worry if suddenly that battery that we say at 10 blocks, it's going to stop you. There is no problem in that sense. Well, and I dropped it. Now, hey, this version, as you know, is not passable. And from there, I'm going to comment. Some things there based on my experience. When are they going to use it? Try not to go so much in the holes in the street. Since like one of these cities, the streets are at their worst state that exists in this world. There are countries where the streets are a little better. And then from there try to, as I tell you to walk, in walking on streets in good condition, or try to slow down considerably, because in my case, I put it in S mode, which gives me up to 15 kilometers per hour, because on the other hand, if I drive it up to 25 kilometers per hour, what is the red S, I'm going to feel jumps and in fact for not pay attention and all that. It will be cracking the scooter a little. Therefore this could be solved. So, it's no longer a big deal. There he added tape. Well, it's a shame I dropped this good thing now. Can walk on terrain? On land as well as land it is possible. Can walk without any problem, although I have not recommended it. And it's not designed for that. Can you walk on wet floors? Yes, you can. Hey, you can walk in the rain. You can also, but I recommend. Place one of these plastic ones that I have there. But they sell a separate protector, which is exclusively for the rain. But because I had a little problem, and it turns out that I went in the rain and this screen was damaged. That is, this board. And then I had to repair it. I had to disarm. I had to repair all this because, as you can see, it is already unscrewed. And in that sense it touched me. Change this screen. Now, one of the advice I give you. If you are going to purchase one of these, and I recommend you buy the non-pokeable version, that is, the ones that come, of those who came, by rental companies. Or, with purchased ones that are there, rent stolen. In this case this was so, but therefore, I was coming for a company, called New Way Logistis, which is a company from Bogota, but therefore I was going to leave the link in the description, until they told me that all the units have already run out, until no notice. Then well, if any reason, I realize with time, if they are going to release more skateboards like these, I leave you in the comments so that you can talk and everything. And there, as you can see, I'm going to take a little test drive. In this case, yes, it's hard, as I have shown in other videos, such as the one from the iOS, whether it is worth it or not. In this case, this one is going to be very difficult. So as you know, I have to give it a push and sink this accelerator, because you can see right now it doesn't work. But when I give it the accelerator, there it starts to work. As you can see, the S mode is up to 16 kilometers. Red S mode, that is, sport mode, gives up to 25 kilometers per hour. Yes, this is more complicated, and how you can listen to the conditions from the streets. Why am I releasing the accelerator? Well, since this is a little descent. Now about the things that many wonder. You can climb slopes. Of course you can go uphill without any problem, But then you must take into account that in that sense, they have to take care of some things. What are some little cables there? What's in the engine? Since if one is using enough for earrings, most likely, those cables burn, and then the repair can be somewhat expensive. Also the brake motor also works as a regenerative brake. I recommend leaving it in the weakest mode there is, because if you leave it in stronger mode, or they begin to regenerate energy therefore, they can also burn their cars. In this case I have them weak. Well, I'm totally alone. That's why when Buaha went a little freer. And how you can see the streets. The street is wet, but nevertheless, it has some irregularities, so that you can catch more or less. How does the scooter work? I'm going to stop for a moment. Now yes. Has a leg. And well, this is the scooter. I mean, it's very practical. Practical to handle. Easy to use. I mean, it's a skateboard, that's true. It changed my way of transporting. Now I'm going to make you one now you see them. Aha, excuse me now for the $1 million question. Is it worth buying this Ninebot or not? Or either the S1, S12, S4. It's 3 the 4. Yes, I recommend the skateboard, but then be careful where you buy them. Whether you buy the normal version or buy the pasteable version, since they are usually stolen. So I recommend buying new ones, or depending on, or secondly, that there is a way who supports it. And then in itself, as I tell you, take good care of the skateboard, are not using the mode, the most extreme ways that have, but rather average ways. As you can see. And then nothing. I didn't want the video to give you a lot of detail. This for the moment. It turned out very good. As the weeks go by, or as the months go by, I will continue commenting the experience of this skateboard, and if there is any problem and everything, I will also continue uploading videos. And well, if you like the video, subscribe, activate the bell, and see you next time.